Hi, Aries. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for October 2022. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in the month of October and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, your psychic predictions may be coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. I'm using the Tara Muka Tarot deck in these readings. All that being said, Aries, now on to your October 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. So the first card you have in your reading today, Aries, is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a pause, a resting phase, a meditative state, a recuperation from an illness. It could even indicate prayer. You may feel kind of like worn down, beaten down, worn out, and extremely tired in October. And I feel like it's not necessarily because of things going on in October, although it could be, at the end of the month, Mars will be officially retrograde, and you're in the shadow of it since early September. And Mars is your ruling planet. So that could be the reason. But I feel like a lot of you, things that went on in September and maybe even August are catching up with you and draining you and making you feel tired in the month of October. You may feel like you want to tidy up and clean up and get things organized and get things together. That is one of the energies that also comes up here. And you may even feel like you want to give some things up also. Tidying things up and giving things up. I'm not Catholic. I wasn't raised Catholic, but at Lent, they say give something up for Lent. I kind of feel that energy for you. Like, it's like you want to give up something. But it feels like there's kind of, for some of you, a spiritual purpose behind it. You may also feel exhausted and tired because you either are anticipating having to set the record straight with some people, or you're exhausted from having to already have set the record straight with people. So you could have had some tense or difficult conversations in the past couple of months, and where maybe you were looked at unfavorably, or you were blamed for things that weren't your fault, or accused, or you needed to or wanted to set the record straight about your feelings, opinions, and your position on things happening in your personal life with another person or a group of people, or even your position on things that are happening on the world stage. Some of you have had some kind of medical condition or an illness, and you could be drained and tired and recuperating from that in October. And I feel that you may be in like cocoon mode. You may want to like steal yourself away, cocoon yourself, keep yourself away from certain people or from negative energy. That is also a feeling that comes up here with the Four of Swords for you in October. And you may be putting a lot of thought and pondering how you can restructure your life. This could be your daily routines, your work, your relationships, schedules, your career. That could mean encompass many things. The next card you have in your reading is the Eight of Rods. And the Eight of Rods is a card that symbolizes news coming to you swiftly. It could be swift and sudden change. It could be long distance travel. It could be the arrows of love. And these communications could be coming to you in a variety of ways. They could be coming to you through emails, text messages, I don't know, snail mail, phone calls. Some of you are going to feel like there's certain things that you're not going to want to put out there anymore. There's certain things that you're not going to want to do. And there's certain things that you're not going to want to hear anymore either. So you may want to take a step back from social media. Or if you have a job that involves communications. But especially, like I said, social media, where you're putting stuff out there, whether that's part of your business, part of your job, or just what you've done on a regular basis. You may want to retire from that or take a step back for a while from it. And I also get that there's things you don't want to hear anymore. You're tired of hearing it. If you are getting a lot of complaints or negative feedback or people harassing you or, you just, I go back to this card. You want to cocoon yourself and protect yourself for some of you. And it comes up again in the Eight of Rods card, but it comes up as like, you don't want to deal with the communications and things like that coming at you. I also feel like you're going to be highly aware of how people are misrepresenting themselves. And people can be misrepresenting, like I have a friend that calls Facebook fake book. Because, people are usually only putting on their happiest and best moments that make them look like shining stars or make them look like they have the happiest of love and family and all that. People aren't going to put their, some people do, but it's rare. Maybe it's a once in a while thing. They don't usually put up their, negative situations on social media. So I feel like and it doesn't even just have to be on social media. I feel this could even be things you're seeing on the news or on the internet or in some other form of media. You feel like there's fakeness going on and you don't really like that and don't want to deal with it or look at it or listen to it. You may feel like it's also toxic. You also may feel like it's disrupting your peace and your aura. You may feel that way about all that I've said there. You could feel vindicated or happy about something where somebody could shoot you an email, a text, or a letter that tells you you were correct about something. It could be a prediction you made. It could be advice you gave. It could be, I don't know. But I get like somebody saying, tick, 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 tick. They're typing it off to you. Guess what? You were right. Blah, blah, blah. So not all communications are going to be negative, but I feel like you're sick of the fakeness and misinformation. You're sick of negative comments and complaining and just toxic information. I feel like you're sick of it. Now, the next card you have in your reading, which is crowning your reading, is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords it could be protecting yourself of anything, like being protective of yourself. It could also be having to make some kind of difficult decision, and you could be unsure of what to do. There's emotions tied up here in whatever's going on. It could also be like a block, a stop, or a stalemate. I feel that some of you Aries, it's like a real spiritual time for you. And I get that some of you want to put your faith in something new. If you were raised in a particular religion, or a religion you followed for a really long time, or a spiritual practices or something you followed for a really long time, you may feel like you want to put your faith or your belief in something new. And I feel like you're relinquishing your fears and giving up this sense of control, or the fear of wanting to control over things that you cannot control. Again, I get draining energy. I feel like your energy, it's either being drained in October or it already was being drained before you got to this point. I also feel that you're going to be guarding yourself and protecting your assets, protecting your personal property, your assets. You may be getting like a security system of some sort, or, doing other type of protective measures to protect, like I said, your property, your personal property, even intellectual property, copyrights, and, you may want to get a trademark or, something like that if you have to protect your brand, if you have one. I feel you're also trying not to be, you want to be non-confrontational. I feel that you don't want to mix it up with other people. You don't want to get in the mix of things. I feel like you've already done that in August or September. I feel like you've already done that. I feel like you're trying to heal. And I also feel that you are trying to figure out what your place is in this world now. Where you're trying to figure out, where do I fit in, or where do I stand now? Back in the day, because I'm not young, let's face it, and I can remember long ago when like you kind of knew what was going to happen. There were people that had jobs that worked until, like, some people worked at the same job for like 50, 60 years or whatever it is, and then they retired and they got a gold watch. I mean, there were a lot of things that went on in a predictable pattern for many people, and the world is not that place anymore. So you may feel like, well, what patterns am I going to plug into? Where's my place in the world? Where do I feel comfortable? Where do I fit in? Or where do I want to fit in? And what do I want to pursue and do? I feel like these are things going on around you in your mind. Now, if you would like to get an extension of this reading and get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for October of 2022, you can click on the link down below, and it is going to take you to my psychic crystal readings for your zodiac sign for October 2022. And you can also get this video on Vimeo by going to my website at theluckymermaid.com on my videos page, and you click on whatever zodiac sign you want under that heading, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. You may want to get your rising sign and your sun sign, or you may want to get somebody else you love and care about sign, or maybe you even want to get your moon sign. That's completely up to you. So the fourth card you have in your reading is the Five of Rods. And the Five of Rods is a card that symbolizes an internal struggle going on in you, or it could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, neighbors, any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. There could be competition here. You could see in a situation, for some of you it's going to happen at work, for some of you I feel like it could be in your family, but it's like fighting to be who's going to be top dog, who's going to get that position. Maybe in a family situation it's going to be who's going to be the executor of the will, who's going to be the power of attorney, who's going to be the matriarch or patriarch of the family, or whatever you want to call it now, because you may not call it that anymore. That's old school talk right there. And there could also be struggles. My guides are talking about struggles over like divide and conquer and dividing things. So if there's any estate that has to be divided, or if you're getting a divorce, you know, you could be fighting over, no, that's mine, no, that's mine. Or you could be fighting over your kids. You could be fighting over whether somebody wants to pay alimony or child support or not. Like anything where there's division of property, division of money. Also, who's going to be top dog, who's going to be the leader, who's going to get the promotion, who's going to be the head of the family. That kind of energy is swirling all around this card. That's what my guides are talking about. I feel like you're going to be kind of like the voice of saying, stop it. It's not going to go that way. That's not how it's going to go down. Like, you know, even though Aries tends to be, in most cases, a lot of times, the leader. Although I will say I worked in a situation years ago that Aries was the boss and the Capricorn was the head chef. And in reality, the Capricorn actually ran the show more than the Aries. But many times the Aries runs the show fully. But it's odd. I'm not feeling like you're fighting to be top dog here. For some of you, yeah. But for some of you, you're trying to put a stop to something and you're saying, it's not going to go down that way. So you could end up being the voice of reason, or you could be saying, it's not going to go down that way because I'm going to be the one in charge. It could be that as well. So your last card for October 2022 is the 10 of Cups. This is happily ever after, happy home, happy marriage, happy life, good luck. This could be good luck and prosperity and happy emotions, especially because it is a Cups card after all. Some of you Aries are going to be building a new home. Now, if you're like, I'm not building a new home, I don't have money to do that. Well, maybe you're renting a place and you're building a new home at the place you're renting. Or you already own your own home and you're building a new home, like you're going to repaint, you're going to get new furniture, you're going to get new flooring or new siding or new windows or new roofing. That could be building a new home because you're like getting rid of the old and building up the new. If you were in line to get a grant, if you applied for a grant, I feel like you're going to get it. There is some kind of money that I feel is coming to Aries. It could be an inheritance. It could be a gift of cash, an inheritance, a promotion, a raise. Some of you may have gotten this in September, or whatever is preceding you getting it in October. I feel for many of you the event or whatever occurred in September. Maybe around the 20th or in the middle of September. I keep getting like cash, windfall of cash. It could be maybe if you sold some stocks or something of that nature, or sold a property. You know, you could be having some capital gains here. Some of you are joining families together, melding families together comes up for some of you. So you could be like, the Brady Bunch comes to mind, but I'm not saying that's the situation, but there could be some combining of families or melding of families, and it's going to be favorable if this is applying to you. Some of you, my guides are saying, are going to make a new start in a romance that could already be existing, or a new person comes in and you're having a new start in romance because a new love partner is there for you. Some of you are really going to be developing your talents and skills and sharing it and displaying it to the world. And you'll have good luck and good fortune and good opportunities that will come to you from that. And anything that you have of value that gets appraised is going to be appraised at a very high value right now. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Aries to work with, use, or wear in the month of October 2022 is smoky quartz. It does look like clear quartz, but it's not. It is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is a grounding and powerful money stone. It disperses fear and depression. Smoky quartz brings emotional calmness and it relieves stress and anxiety. It promotes positive thoughts and actions, and it brings psychic and physical protection. And smoky quartz also brings in abundance, prosperity, and good luck. Well, isn't that what I said in your reading? Think about it. Stress, and wanting to have calmness and peace, that came up here. Abundance, prosperity, and luck. This is a good gemstone for you in October. It's going to, if you wear it or sleep with it under your pillow, it's going to help you, Aries, to heal from wounds of your past. And it's going to help you to get a more positive mindset that will help you envision positive things for your future. And when you hold on to positive energy and positive visions, you're more likely to manifest it than if you only see the negative and doom and gloom. Then that's what you're going to get. You often get what you think about. It is going to make you feel balanced, more calm, and more serene. And my guides say it also is going to help you adjust to any new and changing circumstances. So I have to agree that this looks like a good stone for you to work with, use, or wear. You can put it on your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra when you're meditating. You can wear it. You can sleep with it under your pillow, carry it with you, look at it throughout the day. And it will, whenever it touches your skin, you get more energy from the stone. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you would like to get and see more content like this and help this channel grow. And make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I upload videos here to YouTube. And if you find my spirit guides messages and predictions helpful and informative and entertaining, you may want to consider getting some of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools focusing on very specific topics. My most recently recorded video series, I always post the link down below in the description box in the Show More section under these videos. I'm just going to mention a few of the most recent video series I've recorded that you might be interested in getting. Is my Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022 going into 2023. There's a lot of information there. I did 4 tarot cards, 1 animal totem card, and a gemstone crystal in those readings. Any problems that have been about purchasing those videos, Vimeo has been notified 5 times, and they are working on fixing it if you've had trouble purchasing that particular video series using PayPal. but give it a try. I think they fixed it now. My Horseshoe Tarot spread, Psychic Tarot readings for 2022, 2023. There's 7 cards in those readings. Lots and lots of predictions and information in them. They are one of the most purchased video series I record, so you may want to check them out. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for October 2022. They're like a continuation of the tarot readings I do here at the beginning of the month. I then stop the videos, look into the crystal, and continue to give you more psychic predictions and messages. So you might want to get those readings. Also, my career and finance, psychic tarot, and crystal readings, those predictions went out 12 to 18 months. They were recorded and posted on Vimeo in April of 2022, and they go through until the end of October 2023. That's a whole other year from now, so you may want to check those out. Don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2022 psychic tarot and oracle card readings, and also my Saturn in Aquarius psychic tarot and crystal readings. Those predictions go from December of 2020 until and through March of 2023. So you still got a lot of time left in those predictions. If you would like to make a donation to this channel and help support the readings that I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link and it's connected to PayPal. And a big thank you to those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me and it does help a lot. So thank you so very much for that. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here in a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and also on my YouTube community page. I do use tarot cards, oracle cards, and my crystal, and I write about 5 paragraphs long of messages and predictions. Many people find they resonate with them. You may find they resonate with you as well, so I hope you'll decide to check those out. And please know, here's another note. I've said this in every video probably for months and months and months. I am not contacting anybody in the comments section or on any social media platform to see if they want a reading from me. If somebody's doing that, it's a fraudulent account and you need to block them and report them. I have blocked them and reported them, and even when I report them, they don't seem to get taken down. So just know I am aware that they're doing it. They're doing this to many astrologers, psychics, and tarot readers. It's happening all over the place. So don't fall victim to that. I only work from my wait list and my cancellations list. The wait list is closed in 2018, but my cancellations list, I'm still accepting people on that. And to find out how to get on the cancellations list, you have to go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, and go to the scheduling page. I'm only able to do a few private readings a month. So if you want to get on this list, you're not going to get read quickly. So please know I'm still doing private readings, but I can only do a few a month. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of October. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.